Hey everyone, happy Monday.
Hello,
Hi,
happy
good morning.
Monday.
Thanks for tuning in to the Hatch Homes Group Monday Housing Market Update. Today we want to really focus on the hot topic of the forbearance. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen some media coverage on the offer of putting your mortgage in forbearance. So we spent a lot of time this last week, studying up on this, and we want to make sure that we knew all about it so we could help our clients. So here's just a few things that we felt were really important to communicate to our people. First thing would be forbearance does not equal forgiveness. So we really want to put that message out there. If you only get one tidbit from this update, it's that this is not forgiving your mortgage payment. So second is, if you're considering going into forbearance, call your servicer. Every servicer is kind of doing things differently in regards to, what your monthly payment, what's going to happen to your monthly payment. Is going to go on as a second loan? Are you going to have to be due a balloon payment when it comes due in a few months? Is it going to tag on to the end of your mortgage? What is your servicer plan? You have to talk to your servicer to see what their plan is for the forbearance. And third, this is really meant for people that need this, that need to go into forbearance. If you can pay your mortgage, you really, really should be doing that. And we'll kind of break down why you should be doing that. But yeah, so those are really the top three things to really know about forbearance.
Yeah, we were lucky enough on Friday to speak with a mortgage servicer that we work with quite a bit. And he was telling us that if 25% of borrowers go into forbearance, the small servicer, like small mortgage servicers, could lose up to $70 billion in 6 months. And for perspective, last year they only made $10 billion. So, I mean, not only $10 billion, but they made $10 billion, and trying to make up that $70 billion in 6 months would definitely put them out of business.
Yeah, devastate the small mortgage lenders.
And I think that's really important to understand, because I think, I've definitely seen in some of the community things I've been involved in and on Facebook and things like that. Just, some people thinking, oh, we'll stick it to the man. We won't pay our mortgage. They can afford it. Well, in essence, the way the system is built is if this happened, then we would lose out on a lot of the small servicers, the small lenders. And in essence, the top 1% is actually going to come out winning. They're going to actually be able to set the market prices. There's going to be less competition to keep rates low. We're going to, as a consumer, as a homeowner, we will feel it more than the top 1%. So that's, I think, really important for people to understand, which is important why this is really set up for people that absolutely need this assistance, not just for people to be like, oh, cool, I will just take a few months off of my mortgage payment. Yeah. I'm sure that would be nice, but let's really put it in perspective of the damage that can cause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted to chip in and say it's a great tool for someone who needs it.
Yes.
But if you don't need it, don't do it, because you're going to pay in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also just the idea, we've had the question of, will going into forbearance affect my credit score? And that's kind of the point of the forbearance, is that it shouldn't affect your credit score. If not paying, you shouldn't be sent to gotten any or accrue any fees. for not paying. However, if you're someone that is thinking, oh, I want to eventually buy, like I might want to buy in the next year or so, like get a bigger house or, you know, move to a different city. We don't know yet if you going into forbearance, you not paying your mortgage for a few months. We don't know if that's going to necessarily be counted against you when you go to get pre-approval for your next home. So it's another question for your servicer and another thing to just consider. And if you can pay and you want to eventually buy, then you should really pay your mortgage, not go into forbearance.
Yeah.
John, sorry, you go.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of misinformation out there, so be careful what you listen to. I put a video out yesterday, and it's full of stats and information and comparing the numbers that where we're at now compared with other events and history, especially 9/11. And so if you haven't got that video, let us know and we'll send it to you. You
Yeah.
have got it, look at it.
Yeah,
And,
that's some good information.
yeah.
And along with that, I think that like John was saying, it's important to know where your information is coming from. There's a lot of fear mongering right now in a time that is already fueled by uncertainty and fear. I think it's really important to know where that information is coming from. And there's a lot of media sources out there that are saying that we don't have the data. And we do have the data. Like we here at Hatch Homes Group and our business partners in the industry, most of us are paying attention to it very closely and we're monitoring it almost daily. So we really want to be that resource for you to educate you and to hopefully make you feel a little bit more at ease, even though there is so much uncertainty out there. We do have the information and we're sourcing it day by day.
Yeah, Angela said earlier, you know, we're living the data. So we're talking about it every day with our coworkers and colleagues, and we live it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of data. I mean, we're used to having to look at data that's a month and a half old. And yeah, a month and a half ago, we were in a different market. So we understand that. But the fact that we as producing agents are showing property, still getting into multiple offers or putting listings live and gauging that feedback, we are living the data. We are paying attention, and we're, we're really trying to utilize that experience to help set our clients up for what the best path would be for them.
Yeah, I think we can all say that it's important to stay positive in your environment. I know that we're all stuck in this together. So hopefully you're staying in a positive environment and trying to focus on the good things coming out of this and the true humanity. And just let us know if we can help you in any way.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you watching every week when we do our housing market update. And if you have any questions, I'm sure you know how to reach us, but feel free to direct message us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
have a good week,
guys.
everyone.
Yeah, have a good weekend. A week.